Do you want to learn how to make more money faster? There's an AI prompt for that. Do you want to know how to organize hundreds and hundreds of files on your desktop within minutes? There's a prompt for that. Do you want to know how to get your kids ready for school, get them ready for this AI world that we're living in? There is an AI prompt for that. Now, what is a prompt? A prompt, if you're not familiar, is simply the instructions, the words, paragraphs, or even pages sometimes of instruction that you put into AI. So every time you talk to Chat GPT, you're prompting it. And there's a prompt for everything. Now, the better the prompts, the better the input, the better the output. And you also get to save a lot of time if you have some great prompts, which is why I'm very stoked to tell you that I vibe coded this site over the weekend, and I think it's going to be one of the most impactful projects that I've ever done. Now, what you're looking at right now is a prompt marketplace. What that is like we already know what prompts are. They're the instructions, they're the recipe for all of your AI work. And when we say AI, we mean almost anything because AI is affecting every part of our lives. And not only are these some of my prompts, like I'll show you the one I was talking about where I can clean up your desktop within minutes with this prompt, this epic prompt. There's actually 10 of them in this. But there are other people's prompts. And you know who the other people are members of my prompt shop in a box program. Now, I've talked about that for several months now. It's where I train you how to have the best prompts. And then I give you some of my prompts to resell or use as lead magnets. And then I also give you the ability to create your own prompts because it's a training. And it also teaches you how to do it, but it also gives you the tools to do it. So, what we're doing as of now, as of this moment, is that we're making this live to the world. And there are other prompts here. Most of the prompts are not mine. They're actually other people's handmade, crafted prompts, right? The crafted prompts. And there, it's not just like words on a screen. Like I'll show you, like this one is 24 AI prompts to lead buyer and seller consultations. Let's click on that one. This one is amazing, right? So you get, if you're in real estate, instead of just pouring through hours and hours and days of information and trying to pull things together and using that, this, that, and the other, you can get lead buyer and seller consultations like a pro. It says 24 AI powered prompts to lead buyer and seller consultations with confidence, clarity, and control. Stop winging consultations. Walk in prepared, lead the conversation, and earn trust faster on both sides of the deal. And you can use this inside of ChatGPT because that's what it says right here. And each of these will tell you where you can use them. You can also search by that. It tells you how to use the prompt. And then it's locked because it's not purchased. Let me show you when you purchase it, what it looks like. So if I go here, these are my two right now, but I'm putting more up. If I go here, I purchased the workbook designer prompt and I have access to it. And this one even has a video demo. There were a lot of them that have a full, this is like a 30-minute, 36-minute demo that walks you through it for $2.99. It's incredible. And it helps you, it acts as your personal workbook consultant, guiding you through thoughtful questions to create a complete workbook framework your readers will actually complete. You'll design thought-provoking questions, practical activities, and smooth transitions that create genuine transformation for your readers, not just another generic self-help resource. So if you're an author, or if you're someone who has a course, or anybody who does any kind of consulting or coaching, you can use this prompt inside ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, either one, and it'll give you a full worksheet, book prompt. It'll help you create the workbook for your framework, for a certain lesson, for a certain book. I have people who've created workbooks for my books, even when they didn't ask them to. So this is really, really cool. And the marketplace is updated. It will be updated every single day. There will be hundreds, if not thousands, of prompts here. And then so you can search by model. You see all the models here on the screen? You can search by use case. Are you writing? Are you marketing? Are you doing a landing page, business, education, etc.? And you can search by niche. Now, this is really exciting to me. So what I want to do is in the link to this, in this description and or pinned post. So if you don't find it in the description, look in the pinned post. I'm going to put a big, big, big coupon for you. That's going to be a code. And I'm going to show you what it is. So this is behind the scenes if you are someone who is a prompter, you're someone who's selling your prompts. And the only way you can sell your prompts is to be in Prompt Shop in a box. So I'll put that link down too. But if you're selling your prompts, look, you get this promo code that you can use to give anyone 50% off their first purchase site wide. So the first prompt that you buy, you get this promo code and you get to get 50% off that first prompt. So that's what I'm going to give you in the description and pin comment for myself. But as a prompter, following me, as a prompter, as someone who's contributing to the marketplace, you get this yourself. You also are part of the referral program. You earn 30% of each sale when you refer users to purchase other people's prompts. So what am I doing here? I want you to pay attention to what I'm doing. There's many, 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 many layers to what I'm doing with this. Like, if you know, you know. Okay, so what I'm doing is I've created a marketplace. I've created a place for users, customers to get the best prompts, to get really, really actionable prompts starting at $2.99 and up. Okay, I see this one's $4.99, this one's $2.99. Then there's another layer. So this is the layer of front facing. You get these amazing prompts. And yes, you could create them yourselves, but first you'd have to ideate it. You'd have to decide that you want to do that. You'd have to understand what the prompt would be for. Then you would have to go into the AI platform and customize the prompt, uh, test the prompt. All these prompts have been tested. You'd have to make sure the prompt was actually a workable prompt. And then you'd have to, spend a lot of credits and stuff. And by the time you're finished with it, you may have spent either a lot of money or a lot of time or both. When instead you can pay $9.99 and get after bedtime income, which is so cool, right? Calm, realistic way for working and single moms to build online income when life is already full. This helps you create a simple plan that fits into quiet evenings and short time blocks. Isn't that incredible? For $9.99, it's really amazing. And you use that on ChatGPT, Claude, or Gemini. So you are the customer. And you're going to come here, you're going to use the coupon, you're going to for your first prompt, but you're just going to come here a few times a week and you're going to say, okay, what's this one that will help me? What's this one? And you can even rate them and let us know how you like it. And this will build over time. Then there's the next layer, which is for the prompter, the person who is in Prompt Shop in a Box, which again is linked below. So you can join it if you're not part of it. But there are more than 1,000 people in it. So it's really, really already helped so many people. Then you can submit prompts. They don't just get added, you have to submit them. I review each prompt. I look at each prompt. I may test it. I may do quality control. I may know that this particular person does great prompts already, but I've taught all of the people, so I have a lot of faith in it. And then it goes through, and if it gets approved, it goes live on the site. And then you get 80%, as you see here on the screen, you get 80% of every sale of your prompts. So other people are coming in. They don't know you from Adam. They may not even know me from Adam. They're just coming in all year. I'm finding ways to bring people to this page. And they're seeing your prompt. Maybe it's in a search. Maybe it's by platform. Maybe it's next to another prompt that they were interested in. Maybe they're looking up by keyword. Maybe they bought a prompt and it's suggested because that's what happens too. Like if you go here, back to our prompts, once you pay for it, and once you pay for it and you have this, you also get suggested prompts, which is not showing here, but normally you would get suggested prompts. So I'll go back and make sure that's working. But you would get suggested prompts. So you get all sorts of things. Then you get the referral program. So whether your prompt is being purchased or not, if you brought the person into the marketplace, then you get the sale, part of the sale. Then you can really incentivize people to come through because you can say, look, and this code would be mine. You get your own code. So when you get into the dashboard, you'll see it as a prompter. You'll see it. And the only way to become a prompter, again, is by being in Prompt Shop in a Box. And there's a certain thing that you have to do in order to sign up as a prompter. But you get 50% off their first purchase, which incentivizes people to come in and helps everybody else. Then there's even where you can put your email signature. You just type in a few words here, and then it'll give you something you can copy into your email signature so that people are always clicking here. You can also create a bundle, which I've created here. You can create a bundle that gives a little bit of a discount with more than one of your prompts. This is really cool. I think this one is going to be very interesting. So what I've done is I wanted to have something like a stand store or a link tree type thing that you could have for yourself. So you have this link is generated for you once you're a prompter. So you click on it, and this is mine, but yours would be your own. It would have your name, picture, how many prompts you have. It would also, if you've created a code, you could use this. The code would show up. It would show you any bundles that you have and take you right to them. Right? So this takes you right to the bundle on the site because it's about bringing people back to the site. And then it has your prompts. So this could be your standalone page that you have that you put in your Instagram or your Threads or your YouTube. And that's your page. And then it brings everybody back to the site to buy their prompts. So that's going to be really interesting to watch how much that helps. And then you have some bio link analytics here that will grow over time. And then you have social links that you can add to your page as a prompter. You'll start to get testimonials from users like you. And by the way, if you're a prompter, buy prompts. If you're a user, buy prompts, right? Everybody can use each other's prompts, which is really, really awesome. And then you get to see what your earnings are over time. It's a ton of analytics here. I wanted to make sure that you had a lot to work with, and you get to see what your prompts are and always have the links to everything. You see all of this. So you have this promo tools here. So this is as a prompter. Now, how do you become a prompter? How do you get on the marketplace? Well, you join Prompt Shop in a Box, which is linked. So this is, as you keep going down the page, you get more information about what prompts are, the instant access that you get here, the quality that's guaranteed, the boost that you can boost results, and that you can save on AI credits. Because every time you're typing and prompting into AI, you're using up credits for the most part. Most of them have a credit system. Pixels, ChatGPT, Lovable, they all have a credit system. So this lets you save credits because you just have the prompt that you need. And maybe you need to tweak it a little bit, but not by much. You can search by your goals. And then it says, do you want to get your own prompt shop do you want to get your own prompt shop in a box where you get 125 of my prompts, including the 2 that I have up here right now. Then you get the training I talked about. Then you get the tool that I talked about that helps you build your own prompts. And then you're off to the races. This is how you do it. Okay? You see there's 1,000 people. So it's serious. So this video really is for everybody. This video is for the customers that I know are going to come in. You're going to find your perfect prompt, and you're going to just be set. You can look on the screen right now to see some of the options. It's also for the prompters because there are more than 1,000 of you, and about 57 or so have signed up in the last, I would call it, 12 hours since I told you behind the scenes this was going on. So now that you've seen this, you're like, oh, I kind of know what's going on now. When you get in, you just submit a prompt. You can set up your profile and you can be set. And inside of Prompt Shop in a Box, you can ask me questions about it. And it's really for anybody else who's just like observing. Like, think about this. 3 days ago, I did not have, I mean, a day ago, I did not have this. 24 hours ago, this did not exist. But I had Prompt Shop in a Box. I knew that I wanted to do something that I'm always looking for a way that I can help my audience make money. And not just through what I just showed you, but some of these prompts are going to help people get organized or help people have a breakthrough or help people actually make money directly. So it's just a cyclical thing that's just, I think, is very, very cool. And so a day ago, I did not have it. I was very much so feeling like I needed to do something with my pent up energy that I felt like I didn't. Right now we don't feel like we have a lot of control over things. And I certainly did it. Maybe I'm not speaking for everybody, but I didn't feel like I had a lot of control over things in life. And I felt like, what can I do? What can I make work? And this was something that I was like, you know what? If I can find another way to help my audience make money, this is what I want to do. So there are going to be a lot of prompters over the next 1, 2, 3 years who have prompts that get sold. And it's not life-changing money. I'm going to be honest with you. It's probably not going to be life-changing money. But what if you make a couple $100 a month? That's a whole like bill. And there will be some people who do very, very well and are outliers. And that could be you. There'll be people who, have to figure out kind of their pricing and their prompting and like what exactly is the market looking for. But this is a great way to tell. And by the way, if you are a prompter, this is not exclusive. So you can have your prompt on this marketplace and elsewhere. I teach you all about it in our classroom. So it's everything you need to set. It of course should not be $99, and I've been heavily considering raising the price because more than 1,000 people are in with the $99 price tag. It should be more expensive. So by the time you see this, it could be. I just know that if I made that decision, it was made, for a reason. But it could be that, you get 2, 3, 5 prompts. Like when people buy prompts from my prompt shop, my original prompt shop, that's not the marketplace. They buy like 2 to 20 prompts at a time. So it's definitely something where, you might come here and you're like, oh, this prompt worked really well. I can't wait to get the testimonials and the ratings. You're actually going to help with all of that, right? As a early user. Um, but it's one of those things where you could get that breakthrough just by just by coming in and buying a prompt or two. I cannot wait to see how you like it. The market will tell us, like I can get you here, but the market will tell us, are there people buying? I think it's very exciting. If you have questions, leave them in the comments and I will try to answer to my best ability. And yeah, let me know what you think. I'll see you soon.